Ladies, I'm going to need us to be a little bit more careful with the financial advice that we choose to follow here on TikTok. I've been seeing a lot of hyper-feminine women telling young, impressionable women that it's okay to financially rely on a man and that he's going to spoil you and take care of you and whatever. And all of that is fine, except for the fact that at any point in time, this man can choose to replace you. At any point in time, this man can lose his ability to provide. And then what? Where are you at that point when that happens? Do you have an ability to provide for yourself and potentially your husband and children? Or are you guys all stuck in a really bad situation because you followed bad advice on TikTok?
See, I would rather bust my ass working to get it myself before having a man ever get it for me. See, something that I learned about wanting a rich man, wanting a rich husband to come save your life and pay all of your bills is one thing. Dude, when they leave you, they're going to rub in your face that you are what you are because of them.
Circulating to this young lady talking about middle-aged women and we mad, mean, miserable, and lonely, right? And that we missed our opportunity to have a good man, and that's why we out here, we just lonely. First of all, let me just clear something up, right? Majority of us middle-aged women, because I consider myself a middle-aged woman, I'm 46 years old. A lot of us are single by choice.
Can somebody tell me where I can go to cancel my membership to adulthood? Because somewhere along the line, one of the customer service representatives signed me up for the premium plan. I did not ask for this boo. I never said I wanted to pay bills. I never said I wanted to take care of my damn self. I just said that I was going to go to bed after 9 o'clock when I grew up.
I just paid 3 bills just now with my own debit card. Like the independent black woman I don't want to be. Don't ask me for a thing.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Crypto plus Passports equals Freedom. I'm your host, Ohini Mara. Before we get started, hit that like and subscribe button. And definitely leave a comment and share this video so we can attack that YouTube algorithm and grow this channel. And with that, let's get into today's topic. Today we will be discussing, are older women seeking to sabotage younger women's happiness? I have a question. Do older women truly believe in independence, or are they trying to sabotage the younger generation of women? The reason I ask is that it seems everything they suggest to younger women appears to be counterproductive to their happiness and success. When examining the state of women today, a pattern emerges that leads women into loneliness, financial ruin, physical ailments, and even mental illness. It seems that the advice older women give to younger women is often the worst advice one could offer. I wonder whether this is due to their lack of awareness or if they are intentionally trying to sabotage the younger women. It appears to me that when men provide advice to younger men, it comes from the perspective of learn from my mistakes. In contrast, when women offer guidance to younger women, it often feels as if they are trying to lead them into the same errors they made when they were younger. It's almost as if these women have the mindset of, if I couldn't have a husband, a house, 2.5 children, and security, why should you? A prime example of this occurred when I was teaching in NYC and had a conversation with two young, beautiful ladies. They were discussing their attraction to troublemaking guys who disregarded education, the future, and the consequences of their actions. While this might seem exciting and fun in youth, it's a life-altering mistake. Often these young women, thinking they're having fun, end up with children from these men, leading to a plethora of problems. They might find themselves in very difficult situations due to their involvement with such men. Moreover, the longer they associate with these types of men, the more they risk diminishing their own value. I was explaining to the young ladies, emphasizing the importance of avoiding such men and protecting their dignity for the long run. I advised them not to accumulate a high body count and to seek partners of high value. I highlighted that making the right partner choice can be the difference between a beautiful, fulfilling life and one filled with hardship. In the midst of my conversation, an older woman approached and completely contradicted everything I had just said to these young ladies. She advised them not to listen to me and to follow their own desires. The young ladies laughed it off and immediately dismissed everything I had said. I have always pondered, why did she do that? Why would she encourage them to disregard advice from a man suggesting that they pursue the best quality partner and protect their integrity? Could she have genuinely had their best interests at heart while advising them to do whatever they pleased? Or was she a bitter, vindictive woman who regretted never receiving such advice herself when she was younger? My belief is that she aimed to sabotage those young ladies. Though I don't know where they are now, I'm fairly certain they made numerous mistakes, likely recalling my advice on occasion. Across various social media platforms such as TikTok, Meta, and YouTube, there are women giving other women awful advice. Some women advocate for education and independence, claiming women don't need men. While this might sound empowering on the surface, the reality is different. Pursuing degrees in fields like art history, sociology, psychology, education, and liberal arts often leads to overwhelming lifelong debt. Women often accumulate substantial student loan debt while entering low-paying professions. It's no secret that women hold over 2/3 of the student debt, totaling more than $1 trillion. Moreover, female graduates with debts exceeding $45,000 usually earn annual salaries ranging from $35,000 to $55,000. Perhaps older women believe that pushing younger women into debt would liberate them from male control, but they've essentially placed them under government control. They fought to have their debts forgiven, yet the government denies their request, resuming payments in October of 2023. Thus, we must ask the question whether older women were genuinely trying to help younger generations of women, or if they were trying to sabotage them similarly to their own experiences. Likewise, on platforms like TikTok, Meta, and YouTube, women are giving each other terrible advice regarding promiscuity and body counts. They promote the idea that it's acceptable to engage in sexual activity with multiple partners early on and celebrate sexual deviance. Personalities like Brittany Griner boast about their numerous sexual partners, while Amber Rose created the slut war, encouraging women to freely express their sexuality. Were these women promoting these behaviors because they genuinely believed they equated to freedom, or were they undermining young women to prevent them from achieving what they themselves could no longer have? Could it be that celebrities urging young women to flaunt themselves online, engage in casual relationships, and brag about their sexual exploits are attempting to hinder them from forming meaningful connections? Consider that relationships are no longer a priority and courtships are undervalued. Is it possible that less desirable women, feeling used and discarded, now aim to push as many women as possible into similar lifestyles? Engaging in promiscuity and amassing high body counts negatively impacts a woman's mental well-being. The more partners she has, the greater the likelihood of self-esteem issues, psychological distress, drug abuse, and mistreatment. Reflect on the emergence of the whole sex worker industry and its paradox. Since 1920, women have fought against objectification and demeaning roles imposed by the patriarchy. They sought equality and respect akin to their male counterparts. In today's era, women can pursue various professions previously unavailable to them. However, what advice have they given to other women? To become top performers on platforms like OnlyFans, essentially objectifying themselves. This contradicts their initial fight against objectification. Not to mention, women are even participating in arrangements where they trade their company for financial support. Women fought against being treated as objects, yet Now they engage in activities they once protested against. It seems that women have encouraged other women to reject traditional roles to their own detriment. They've discouraged staying at home to raise children, provide nourishing meals, maintain a clean and secure household, tasks they consider demeaning. Instead, they opt to wake up early, endure hours of traffic, work 8 to 10 hours a day under a boss directives, then repeat the cycle for decades. Is this truly logical? Furthermore, they advise women to accumulate significant educational debt in fields with meager compensation, all in the name of independence from men. They promote promiscuity, encourage young women to involve themselves with multiple partners, and engage in sex work online and offline, all under the guise of liberation. This has paved the way for the decline of relationships and marriages. Children are raised in single-parent households without male guidance. Men seek relationships and marriages outside of the United States, and the so-called passport bros are now a lifestyle rather than a movement. This leads us to ask, were older women genuinely advising younger women to amass debt, engage in promiscuity, work themselves to exhaustion, be single parents, and fail at relationships and marriages because they believed these were the best paths? Or were they secretly trying to hinder the younger generation due to realizing these opportunities were no longer available to them? Did these women wish for the younger generation to suffer as they did? And with that, let me know what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you believe that these ladies, these older women, were actually trying to help the younger generation, or were they trying to sabotage them because they can no longer participate in finding love in relationships and things of that nature? Let me know what you think in the comments section. Thank you for joining me for another episode. And with that, take care.